I do like it. And as for the prize, nothing of worth comes without sacrifice, wouldn't you agree?
Mr. Castle.
Please, call me Lucien. Your work is derivative. Of Degas, I'd say. Oh? Side effect I inherited from Nick. Please excuse the mess. I've been entertaining. I told you. Some doting on your pretty human girls and pouting about your family's disapproval. You are Klaus Michelson. You are the most ruthless, wicked beast to ever live. I came here to remind you of that. Because, quite frankly, I've been worried that you've lost a step. Elijah, what a glorious pleasure. No matter, I've long been nostalgic for the days when vampires conducted business in the dark. It's a boundary spell. No vampire from another sideline can relation control. Surprised by your concern, Elijah. Woods all these months, I just figured the tramp was persona non grata. Fair game. I'll have them inspect the roadkill in the morning.
You go to the compound.
Compelled her quiet.
So you say that you're in conflict.
Quarrel, Elijah. We are on the brink of war. Tristan knows that if he kills Klaus, he will eliminate all his enemies. Then I trade all of the money, the women, the jets, all for an eternity on the run from Nick and Rebecca.
Mr. Castle.
Assault you.
And so I died. Nick's I rise. By all means, come join us. Well, excuse me, ladies. Didn't even know that half of it. For lifetimes building a company devoted to shadow. I have some of the most brilliant minds in the world developing technologies that you couldn't imagine of. That's just my natural mask. I find the ladies love it. I must have told Tristan about the prophecy. Much as touches a hair on. My God, it's a room full of Elijahs.
I had that exact same nightmare once.
To him is an insult, if not somewhat hypocritical. But don't take it personally, love. He finds all work demeaning. The only dignified way to accumulate wealth is by birth. Oop. Isn't that right, Tristan?
You, Klaus?
Blooded killer. Consider it an apology for the rough start to our day. I see no reason we cannot begin anew. Will's mother's side is full. Is simple. Most dead.
You've made your point.
So that no one may harm you. But to do so,
Something wrong?
Should I make a list?
Niklaus and I are allies now that the evil Tristan is in town. Let me ask, are you more likely to tell Vincent that you're drowning in a tub of bourbon or awash in a sea of charges and punishments I might yet employ should you continue to prove disrespectful? That'll be the nanny. Warning that my siblings are to protect you and ourselves. It's business as usual for the Strix.
An old
Wrong that the medallion was in the hands of Nick's friend, Camille. Unless you were to have one of your episodes. Escalated very quick. Be careful with your threats, Nick. Anything should happen to me, I won't be able to protect your precious.
If anything happens to Camille.
We'll be fine. Provided I'm allowed to leave here with my head intact.
Give me Camille and the medallion.
I only wanted to stop the prophecy to thereby save myself. Clever. Instead, consider the rift between Niklaus and yourself. Made worse thanks to Aurora. One shall fall by family. Well, to be fair, if Cammy had done as she was told, she'd still be here, so technically it's her. Not a fan of knocking, are we?
I afford courtesy to those in my good graces. You've fallen short.
Which is why I've called you here. The whole Cammy situation has gotten a tad out of hand. You are my sire. I have a vested interest in keeping you alive.
Stay out of my way.
forcing us to look for one of her needles in a rather vile... She alone has the information needed to find Rebecca.
I'm quite aware of the dilemma, thank you.
Oh. Yet you're still determined to rush into this harpy's trap. Aurora has you attending church. You're doing most of the heavy lifting since the vampires we're facing are, what, 7 times your age? Ordered them to stop 2 toddlers and tackle the Strix. You must be Freya, intrigued. Don't tell me you haven't felt the spark between us. Perhaps we should let them fight and actually kill each other. Though I admit, 3 is a crowd. Vincent is a necessary evil, I'm afraid, here to keep you in... I intend to be an upgrade.
You're insane.
As the ancestors melt that precocious little brain of yours, exactly need to know. This part's all you. I used to think your siblings gods. Until my love was stolen and our lives taken by their compulsion.
No one has to die today.
Oh, sweet Freya. Today is the beginning of an awful lot of death. And I could have been quite the thing.
Lucien!
Poor show, poor show. Come on, gents. This new power suits me. It's very fun if the quarry just rolls over an officer's neck, is it? Enjoying yourself, love? What a lovely choice of words. The dark magic. Hello, Nick. Is it too long time planning this moment for centuries? Well, I'm afraid I need something from you first. A brother for a brother, as it were. No bounds. Inspired, I assume, by your grief over Finn's demise? Oh, speaking of killing... My bite has no cure. Your sweet... Oh, well. A queen and a king caught by a one-time pawn. Kneel. Get on your knees. Ow! I can feel her heart pounding in my fist. Do you really want to measure your pride against my mercy?